Hey guys, welcome back to Manic Modcraft. This is Crow, and we're going to do a little bit more on Ars Magica. I don't know if you can tell what I've been looking at. No, you can't. Ha! We're going to be looking at Essence and Nexus in particular. So we've got different types of Essence, Nexi rather, which are the light, neutral and dark. The only one we can actually make at the moment is the neutral one. So, if I click on Structures and look at the Essence Nexus, this is the only one we can make at the moment because the other ones require items from the Nether, which we don't have just yet. So, we're going to need some blue chalk and we're going to need these bricks. I've got the bricks and I've got the materials for the blue chalk out here. Now, just before I started to record, I heard this tremendous bang. It was this. This is Moonstone ore. Looks like I'm going to need an iron pick. Or I'll use my diamond one. Moonstone ore is not very common, and it is used for some Ars Magica stuff, as you can tell from the description thing. That's great. So, it seems obvious that the meteor shield only protects from falling meteors, not from the Ars Magica moon. Oh, missed that one. Okay, so we're in the Ars Magica area. In here I've got several shapes kind of built. This one, yeah, zombie. Let me grab that and then have a quick look around. Don't see it. Well, as I was saying, this shape here is to make the chalk. I don't know if it matters what order everything's in. Apparently not. So I can create some blue chalk here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create the nexus in this area right here. So I'm going to break out some of this area. This rain is terrible. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Work. Ah, yes it did. Ah, the rhyme worked. Who'd have credited it? Now what I'm doing here is I'm creating a channel for the essence. We're going to need that, and I'm going to lace the ground with cobblestone. Do I want to put one under the centre as well? Probably should. Okay. Put one under the centre, and then we use the stone bricks to create columns too high. I'm going to make it stone in the middle. For no other reason than it looks cool. In fact, I'm going to make a cross out of stone. Almost looks round, doesn't it? Not? Okay. And then we put our stone chisel blocks on the top. I'm not going to put that one on because what I'm going to show you with this blue chalk is what it looks like when it's not active. So that's the blue chalk. You get this blue particle effect coming off it. But you can see that the symbol is stationary. As soon as I put some chiseled stone blocks on top of this, that becomes active and it turns blue and it starts to rotate. That indicates that this nexus is active. So this nexus now is going to work. What the nexus is going to do is it's going to take the essence out of this bucket of liquid essence, which is really easy to get. You just fly over to one of those essence pools and use a bucket on it. And that's going to convert this essence into energy. The energy can be used by the spell author. Some spells will require some energy to make the spell. That's what the lever is for over here. When you flick the lever, it will activate the essence drain. What is very important with this is that center block must have a space underneath it. So I'm in bat form, so I can see this is the center block. There's a space underneath it. So as long as the essence will run to underneath here, then it will consume the source block at the end of it. Yeah, makes sense. So by placing that like so, the water should reach down, and there you go, it's turned into a blue mist, and it started to extract the essence from that bucket of essence into the middle of the nexus. Now the nexus will store that energy. To see how much energy is stored in a nexus, you need a Magitek Staff. Magitek Staff, right, let's look. That's going to be under items, I'd have thought. Magitek Staff, there we go. So we need a Chimmerite, a stick, and a mana focus. How do we make a mana focus? Out of a standard focus and 2 Vintium dust. How do we make a standard focus? Out of a lesser focus and 4 redstone. This is a bit of a chain. As you can see, I've got the stuff here to make a lesser focus. So let's make a lesser focus. And I've got the stuff here to make, oops, missed, to make a standard focus. What I don't have is the stuff to use the standard focus to make the mana focus. So I need the Vintium dust. Okay, let's go and get some more Vintium dust. I've got some more in here somewhere. Vintium dust, here we go. Let's grab 2 of those. For some reason my mouse is playing up a little bit at the moment. So some of the finer movements aren't working right. I didn't get the other stuff, did I? That was silly of me. So I still need the stick and the Chimmerite. There's the mana focus. Let me run back again and get that. There's the Chimmerite. Thank you very much. And there's the stick. I'm not going to go all the way back there to make it this time. I'm going to make it here. So mana focus first, then a stick, then the Chimmerite. And that makes the Magitek Staff. Great. What does that do, you might ask? It doesn't look like it does anything, does it? It does. I'll show you exactly what it does. Here's the Nexus, here's the Magitek Staff. By right-clicking in the middle, it tells me how much essence there is in that Nexus. And the detected deficit is if it is supposed to be pointing to another machine. Now, in order to point it to another machine, you need yet another staff, which isn't the Magitek Staff. It is... Let's just go back again. It's Crystal Wrench. One of these. So you might have noticed again, I happen to have all the materials quite handy. I've forgotten the order you went in already. I think that was in the middle. That was on the right. That was on the left. Then we have 3 iron ingots. 1, 2, 3. 1 crystal wrench. Brilliant. What does that do? If I go into the Nexus and I right click in the middle of the Nexus, you see this white flashy line. It's a bit like lining. What that's saying is that it wants to take the power from there, and then the next click is where you want it to go to. Now we're going to use it for the spell crafting at some point. So I'm going to right click on the crafting altar in the center, that crafting altar block, and that line has disappeared. That means that that is now linked to the spell altar, spell crafting altar. So we are now ready to create another spell. I'm going to just head back in for a minute because my cat is at the door and wants letting in. I can tell because she's looking at me. So I shall be right back and we shall then create another spell. Okay, back in a minute. Right, I'm back. I'm going to grab a book. And what I thought would be very useful is a healing spell. So if I put my book and quill in the center, I'm going to heal myself. So self. Do I want regeneration as well? Yeah, why not? Heal and regen. That's going to cost a little bit more, but if I do self, heal, regen, then we now have a spell book ready to do the self-heal and regeneration. Haha, 500 essence, neutral. It's a good job I did that, isn't it? Yeah. I knew I was going to need some essence at some point. Wasn't expecting to be right now, but ooh, I can see a couple of things that aren't going to be easy to find. The orm are quite difficult to find. Those are a flower which only grow under witchwood trees. I have one at the moment. I'm sure I saw another one under a witchwood tree not too far away though. So I'm going to fly up and go and quick have a look for that. There was a witchwood tree over here, I thought. Is this a witchwood tree? Yes. And there is a orm. Oh. Let's kill these first. Grab the second orm. Fantastic. They don't just grow, they only grow when the tree grows. So in order to get a steady supply of orm, you need to be able to grow the witchwood trees. And you can't grow witchwood trees without having essence blocks nearby. Bit complicated, isn't it? Yes. While I'm out and about, I'm going to get a bit more essence. You can tell where I got the last essence from. It was right there. So if I head back now, kill that zombie as I approach. Oh, hello, Skelly. Thank you very much. That's what I would like. Let's drop that essence there. That should turn blue in a second. There we go. Let me... Interesting. Why did he die? There's a lot of these zombies out here at the moment. I really should have waited till day to do this. But what was I doing? I was getting some heal and self-regen. So, Vintium Dust I've got, Orm I've got, that I've got. The Lesser Focus is easy to make. The Essence I'm going to have now. Green and blue runes are going to be easy. The Golden Apple. Ooh, Golden Apple. Have I got enough gold? I don't think I have. After making the... Ooh. I'm going to have to go and get some more gold, I think. Yes, I am. I need 8 of them and I have 7. So I'm going to pause again, and I'm going to do a little bit of mining, getting a few more ores, especially gold, and I shall be right back. Bye bye. That didn't take very long, thankfully. I've just been mining a little while, and I've got 13 gold. I've got a bit more Vintim ore, I've got a little bit more Chimerite, got some more iron, and some cobble, of course. Actually broke into a cavern. I say cavern, it was just a small cave network, and there was quite a lot of gold just there, so I dropped unlucky. Don't count on that, guys, it doesn't happen very often. Right, let me put a couple of these bits and bobs away. Gonna need all of those. Have I got any apples? Yes, I have, that's good. So I'm gonna need one of those for my golden apple, which I'm gonna make now. One golden apple, fantastic. Right, so I've got the 2 orm, I've got the golden apple. Let me put that back in there. Let's grab what I need from here for the focus. So let's make the lesser focus. There's the lesser focus. What else did we need? Let's have a look. Blank rune, Vintim dust, the lesser focus, the essence, green and blue runes, and spell parchment. Green and blue, right. Green and blue runes. There's a green one. Gonna need a blank one of those, and one for the blue. I have some blue dye right there. There's my blue rune. Let's put the Chimerite away. What else do I not need? Vintim dust, that's right, Vintim dust. Just one of those, I think it is, isn't it? One Vintim dust, one green rune, one blue rune, one golden, one spell parchment. Spell parchment. Oops. Spell parchment isn't there. I accidentally put the book in. Right, let's go and craft our second spell, which is a self-healing and regeneration. Ooh. Oh dear. That doesn't look good. It looks a little bit corrupted. I'm just going to disconnect and reconnect again. Sometimes that can fix it. Back in a moment. Right, I'm back, guys, and yes, it did fix it, thankfully. I was a bit worried then that it was going to have destroyed my Nexus that I'd only just created. Occasionally things can crash. Normally it happens if a server is incorrectly closed down. I don't think I've incorrectly closed down my server at any point. So I was a bit surprised that that happened. Right, let's have a look. The self-healing and all that sort of garbles. Right. Start off with a blank rune. Right, I'm in the wrong gear. Wrong gear. I've just been mining, of course, so I'm in my mining gear. There we go. Spellcasting stuff. I'll turn into human form as well, rather than being a bat. Yep, that's me. Right, blank rune. An orm. Vintim dust. A lesser focus. That is the symbol for the essence. So if I flick the switch, should see a beam coming from there up into the centre of here, and it turns itself off when it's had enough. So a green rune next, the other orm, a blue rune, golden apple, and spell parchment. Hey, spell number 2. It's a self spell. If I hold down shift and right click, this only works the first time, by the way. So if I do one of those, self heal regen, press escape, then we have a self heal. You can see I've got half a heart damage. If I cast this on myself now, I've regenerated it. Brilliant. How much mana did it use? 50 something. You can see that the mana cost is dropping to 46.88. I think that's to stop you from spamming it. As soon as I cast it the first time, it goes up to nearly 60. So it does cost more mana if you keep healing over and over and over. You can see I've got the regeneration for 8 seconds, which is kind of cool. I'm going to go and add that to my spellbook, and then I'm going to call it a day. So, oops, I'm not in bat form, I'm in human form. So I can't fly and can't go through the bat entrance. How terrible is that? Right, let's get my spellbook. Oops. I forgot to press shift. So I've got a touch spell and I've got my health regen. So once I've got the spell book selected, if I press X, you can see it moves to the self heal regen. It's not a self-help book, that's something completely different. And then we've got the touch stick spell as well, which I've accidentally broken the floor with. Let's replace that with some stone. So, oh yes, I broke that one as well, didn't I? Let's replace that as well. That was back when I died as a bat, if you remember. Right, yeah, I shall see you guys in the next episode. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.